Well, I think some of the positives were, or one of the biggest positives was, as a coaching staff, we took away, we have an idea of who we are in the back six now and what that's going to look like, whereas, or back seven, before previously we weren't sure exactly how we were going to play, formation-wise, but also tactically making some decisions. So that cleared up for us a lot in the blue and gold game. And then exciting stuff was seeing us out in transition. I think both sides of the ball in transition were better than we were a year ago at this point. So whether we're transitioning from defense to offense, I think that has looked really good. But also our transition from offense to defense, which was a real problem for us last year, which is why big part of the reason we played the way we played, has been much improved this year. It's not perfect, but it's been very improved. For us, I think it's important that we see if what we put out there is the right mix. We've got a few ideas to try, a few things that, you try them in training. That's different than when you try them against a real opponent. And I think UL's always done a good job of organizing and asking questions of us that maybe we weren't ready for, which is why you play other opponents. So I just expect us to grow. I think that's all I'm saying, that we compete and that we grow from the game. If we can do those two things, the outcome, obviously we want to win. You go by us, we're playing if we're not planning on winning. But really, if we're competing for 90 minutes and we get better from the game, then at this point in the year, that's all we're looking for. Well, I'm always really impressed with their tactical organization in the attack. Last year, I believe they were in a 4-1-4-1 and really had some interesting things with their midfield and the way their wingers tucked in. I don't know what they'll be in this year, but they always seem to have a good, fluid attack and some answers on that end, and maybe ahead of where we are in those things usually at this point in the year. So I think that'll be a great test for what we think will be a very good defense for us to go against that. So I'm really excited about it. Well, if we're only looking at one player, then you're always going to look at Jackie Kelly. I mean, I hope she doesn't have that much to do, but even in the blue and gold game, a couple of her saves were incredible. She's playing at the top of her game right now. She feels good. She's leading that back line. I mean, she's a special player. And so I think if you're only going to let me pick one, that's the one I'm picking.